When you say you're inconsistent, that's not the problem. I have a controversial take on why you think being inconsistent is your problem. It has nothing to do with your willpower, your motivation, or your discipline. These things are not your problem. Overthinking, feeling stuck, perfectionism, not the problem. So you're probably wondering, well, if these aren't the problem, what is the problem? And I'll tell you, you are the problem. Or at least your identity is the problem. If you've ever called yourself a procrastinator or blamed your problems on blocks or feeling stuck, that's why you're not reaching your heart's desire, then this might be the most important video that you watch all year. So, who am I? I'm Carol Hudnell. I am a career and life transitions coach, and I'm a person who's experienced two back-to-back layoffs, parented a child while caring for an aging parent, and experienced all the ups and downs of transitioning to midlife while being a corporate professional. So I know a little bit about identity and what it means. So I'll walk you through this. You start with a goal, something you truly want, and that's your heart's desire. But somewhere along the way, you run into an obstacle, you hit a wall, and then you start to think and label yourself as being a procrastinator or being unmotivated or an overthinker or, I just have a fear of failure and that's why I'm not moving forward. But here's the reality. Calling yourself these things and adding that power of I am makes that your identity. And you start to believe the story as truth. So the actual problem is not what's holding you back. It's not the procrastination. It's not fear. It's not overthinking. It's the story that you're telling yourself, the habitual and constantly repeated story that you've told yourself about who you are, what the world is, all the situations that you're in, the things that you can or cannot do. That's a story that you've said so many times, and that has become your identity. So, how do you actually get to your heart's desire? Well, here's the shift that you need to make. The good news is just like you've been telling yourself this story about being a procrastinator or being stuck, you can also rewrite the story of you. If repetition made the procrastinator story true, the inconsistency story true, then repetition can also change the story of your identity and make you a doer, make you someone who takes action. That's who you can become. So, for the next 30 days, this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, better yet, get a notebook, write it down, and read it daily. Ask yourself, what does the doer version of me think? What does the doer version of me say? What decisions and actions does that version of me take? And then what I want you to do is live as if you were already that person because you're becoming that person. You're changing your identity. When you take consistent action, speak with authority and conviction, and follow through in your commitments, and then get the evidence that you're doing those things, that shifts your identity and gets you closer to your heart's desire. Now, all the while you're gathering evidence of who you're becoming, I want you to take pictures or write notes to yourself and chronicle what you're doing, the changes that you're making in how you navigate the world and how you're thinking and feeling about yourself. Because that's the proof that when those old stories start to reemerge, you have proof that you can recite and you can see how you're changing, how you're becoming, how you are a doer. And soon enough, you will create a brand new identity for yourself, and the old one will fade away. Now, here's the challenge. Sometimes those old habits, those old stories really stick and they may make us feel uncomfortable. So if this idea that I'm presenting to you makes you feel uncomfortable, if it's making your eye twitch a little bit, I want to know about it. Let me know in the comments what this is bringing up for you and why it's making you feel uncomfortable. And if this idea of shifting your identity and building new stories resonated with you, and you're ready to make that shift, like and subscribe for more insightful videos like this. And remember, you're not blocked. You're just living and believing an old story, and it's time to write a new one. Thanks for watching.